changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes every. You turn my morning into dancing. 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 'Cause your love changes everything. Your love changes everything. You turn my morning into dancing. You turn my morning into dancing. You turn my morning into dancing. 'Cause your love changes everything. Your love changes everything. Oh, there's something about your love, something about your love changes everything in my body. Oh, something about your love, something about your love changes everything. It changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything. It changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything, changes everything. Something about your love, something about your love changes everything. You turn my morning into dancing. You turn my morning into dancing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. My microphone was off. Sorry about that. Again, good morning. Maisie is walking around wanting attention, and I said to Chris Connolly that he has no idea what that means about a dog that wants attention. All right, let me start this over again. Ken Gooch, good morning. I'm out there on X. Chris Connolly, good morning. Bert Reggiani, good morning. Steve Ponoworski, good morning. Chuck B, good morning. Get past the no sound things. Steve Giroux, are you out there? Come on, where are you? I don't see him. I had a little explanation for him. Maybe I'll get him the next time. All right, let me pull up the reading, everybody. And by the way, let's see. Good. We're going to go to Psalm 53. I'm going to pull it up on the screen right now. There we go. And then I'm going to hit Shift 5. Boom. There we go. You should still see the reading and me. A Psalm of David. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. Let's just stop there for a second. It's a sentence. There's a period at the end. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. You got to look at this as well as the book of Proverbs and the idea of the fool and the wise man. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. Why is that? Because even an atheist has a God. It's themselves, or it's the government, or it's something. God has created us innately to believe in something that's going to govern. Something, a worldview. Everybody has a worldview, and inside that worldview is the I'll call it the pillar, the domino, the key belief that rolls everything they believe. So when they see the world, they see it. The problem is a fool refuses to see that there is a creator God, and not just a creator God, but a God who desires to be with his people because he created his people in his image. And hence there's relationship. And this God is active in our lives. Again, say that there's no God? Sure, you can say there's no God, but you will replace that God with something. Hey, government, take care of me. Right? Or I'm going to take care of myself. I'm my own God. But you will have a deity of some sort that you're relying on, and that's going to be known once someone knows what your domino is, what your key principle is. But the problem is, if you don't have God, things become corrupt. Abominable iniquity. There's none who do good. Those who do not believe in God will create right and wrong in their own interests. They will be I-centered rather than other-centered. So if you, then I will. If you don't, I'm not. Everything is, I'm the God of my own little universe, and everything's got to behave like I want it to. And if it doesn't, I'll smack it around. I'll reject it. I'll do whatever I need to do. But I get to have my will be done. God looks down from heaven on the children of man to see if there are any who understand, who seek after him. God continuously is looking down at this earth. He's watching our ways. God knows our ways. He knows a thought before we even speak them, and he wants to know whether we know that. And I say, even as Christians, do we sometimes turn off that Christian light switch and then do whatever we want, and then when we're in trouble, we turn the switch back on and start crying out to God? Or are we truly developing a discipleship relationship, men, with God and with other men, so that we can have a collective faith, that we can live interdependently, believing in the God of the universe? Imagine raising children. Every child's going to end up having a worldview. Our responsibility is to build them up and grow them and understand a biblical Christian worldview so that they believe it. And they live it out every single day of their lives. Every moment of their lives, they're living out that worldview to the best of their ability. But if not, then the fool has fallen away. Together they have become corrupt. There will always be corruption, and Proverbs will say there will always be violence. Isn't it interesting that they had to kill Jesus? They didn't argue and prove him to be wrong because they couldn't. So you kill him because the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He's a murderer, John 8:44. He's been a murderer from the beginning because he doesn't know the truth, and the truth is not in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language because he's a liar and the father of lies. Gentlemen, it's all right here in this psalm. Have those who work evil no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call upon God? He's describing what happens is that they can't be satisfied with their own worldview. They've got to eat Christians. They've got to destroy people who believe in God. They all got a bumper sticker that says coexist as long as you're not Christian. As long as you're not Christian. There they are, in great terror. Where there is no terror, for God scatters the bones of him who encamps against you. You put them to shame, for God has rejected them. God is going to act. God is going to protect his people. The kingdom of God is going to move. The gates of hell can't stop the movement of the kingdom. And so whether it's violence, persecution, no matter what it is, the church is going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to move because there is a God. And he's a redeeming God. He's come to save us, to redeem us from all of this craziness, all of this foolishness, all of this stupidity in worldviews that don't make any sense. God has rejected them. Oh, that salvation for Israel would come out of Zion. When God restores the fortunes of his people, let Jacob rejoice, let Israel be glad. The God of the universe loves you. He loves even the person who doesn't know him. He loves the person who even rejects him. But he will bring salvation. He will bring redemption. And ultimately there will be judgment. How do we round this off, guys? As Christian men, our job is to live as Christians, live our lives out, and hopefully we become light in dark places. People begin to recognize that light, want to know what it is. At ultimately, there might be a discussion, a lunch, a chance to pray, a chance to talk to somebody, reach into their lives a little bit. Before you know it, you're letting your light shine and drawing people into the light. And that's our job until we die. To live out our faiths. To live out our faiths with our wives, our friends, our family. Live it out with our neighbors. Just living it out every single day. Living it out. One, because it's just the right way to live. Two, so that we might be witnesses to people who don't realize they're living in darkness. I hope that makes sense. And I hope that this devotion was a blessing to you. Let's see. I have sound. Kimberly, good morning. Oh, she goes, oops, too early. No, you're never too early. Glenn, good morning, Glenn. All right. Love all of you. Have a blessed day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.